Hi, my name is Anna, and I'm reporting the Roman news for today. There is a breaking news story about Roman medicine. As you already know, fennel is widely used for nervous disorders because it calms down the nerves. Another medicine, known as elecampane, is used to help with digestive problems, and it is also known as horseal. But our doctors just released a new medicine. They realized that willow can be used as an antiseptic. Before I get into the other real good stories though, we're going to take a quick commercial break to check out the newest play that's coming to your theater.
This summer, come on, take off on an epic new adventure.
I'm right behind you, kid. I'm way behind you, kid.
Featuring a monster cast.
Guys, Olympus would be that way.
A hotshot villain.
I've got 24 hours to get rid of this bozo, and you are wearing his merchandise!
And one true hero.
Zero to hero, a major hunter. Zero to hero, and who to thumb?
Get them!
It's the man.
Hercules.
Hercules.
The myth.
I'm an action figure.
The movie.
And hey, two thumbs way up.
Hercules.
Well, it's a small underworld after all, huh?
I definitely want to go see that. Now, we're going to take a different path and go to a new food that I made to share with all you Romans. Welcome to my nice fancy kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to bake Roman honey cookies. They have been passed in my family for generations. The ingredients you will need to make these cookies are 2.5 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/8 teaspoon of baking soda, half a cup of unsalted butter, a half a cup of honey for the dipping sauce, 2 eggs, and a half a cup of sesame seeds. First you add some flour, some baking soda, some salt, and some baking powder. Next add the butter, eggs, honey, come on, got him. Okay. And the salt. Voila! Mixed until well combined. Now doesn't this look good? Gradually beat in flour into the mixture. Chill the dough for about an hour or until firm. Preheat the oven to 375 degrees and grease 2 baking sheets. Form the chilled dough into 1-inch balls and place them on the sheet, flattening them. Next, put them in the oven for 10 minutes or until they turn golden brown. But don't overcook that, or it'll be dry. While our cookies are in the oven, I'm going to tell you about an ancient Roman food. A Roman diet is similar to a Mediterranean diet. Butcher's meat is an uncommon luxury as us common folk don't just get to eat much. We commonly eat seafood, game, and poultry. I eat pork almost every night because it's the most popular meat we have here in Rome, and it's the easiest meat to find and buy. Dormice are our delicacy, especially the fattest ones. When I recently went to a wealthy official's party, he weighed the mouse in front of everyone and we were so impressed by how much it weighed. Our popular fruits that we eat are apples, pears, figs, grapes, quinces, and pomegranates. Our uncommon, more exotic fruits are cherries, apricots, oranges, lemons, and dates. Popular veggies we eat are cabbages, lettuce, onion, and asparagus. Cabbage is the best when eaten raw, but also when eaten cooked. We receive our food and goods from many different places. Our ham comes from Belgium, are oysters from Brittany, wild game from Tunisia, flowers from Egypt, lettuce from Cappadocia, and fish from Pontus. We Romans love our wine. We mix wine and water right before drinking because we cannot control our fermentation and our alcohol levels are high. We have many different flavors to choose from. Beer is vulgar and drunken by barbarians. Our Roman people would never drink beer. Ever! A fire is lit in a lararium that's built into the wall of our homes to cook food. I have one, but for this presentation, I have a special newer thing called the oven. Now, let's go check to see if the cookies are done. When they are ready, take them out of the oven, dip them into warm butter, and roll them into sesame seeds. Voila! These honey cookies are delicious, and I'm definitely going to enjoy them with my family when we convene at a party next week. Before we get back to the newscast, I'm going to take a bite of these scrumptious cookies. Are you going to a formal event, like a feast, a wedding, or the gladiatorial games? Do you need an outfit to symbolize your new citizenship? Well, I got something just for you. Get the brand new high-quality toga from a store near you. Attached is a drape and head wreath to go with your festive new look. Just going out shopping? Then the toga virilist is for you. How about a funeral? The toga pula will be the perfect outfit for this occasion of mourning. And finally, for our elite government positions, there is the toga praetexta, featuring a wide purple border to symbolize the senators of our city. The only way to show your importance and allegiance to the empire and to set a precedent for future generations is to get yours today. It is only 248 with no fees, extra charges, or shipping rates. This special deal is only available for the next 24 hours, so act fast. Supplies are limited. No restrictions applied. See your next door neighbor for details. I gotta go shopping later to buy some of those. Now, I have a very special newscast for all of you today. For those of you new to the Roman culture, I'm going to give you a lesson about Roman mythology. It is a passion of mine, and I'm just eager to get started. Turn off the camera so I can go to a new spot to show you. To start off, if you didn't know already, Romulus and Remus were the first founders of Rome. They were twin sons of Priscus, Rehora, Silvia. Romulus was the first king who created Roman legions and the Roman Senate. To get people to Rome, he took women from the Sabine tribe. Roman citizens felt antipathy towards this act. Since I cooked food for you earlier today, I thought I would talk to you about Ceres, the Roman goddess of agriculture and grain, and a love a mother bears for her child. But most popularly known as the goddess of the harvest, we credit her for teaching us how to grow, preserve, and prepare our grain and corn that we may eat. We pray to her to keep our lands fertile and abundant, and it works because our food is wonderful here in Rome. She is truly the nurturer of mankind, because unlike any other gods and goddesses, she involves herself in the lives of everyday common folk and doesn't need to be bribed to help and support us. Jupiter, often called Dies Phaeton and also known as our shining father, is the supreme god of the Roman pantheon. He is the god of light and the sky, and the protector of the state and its laws. We worship him every night as Jupiter Optimus Maximus. We know what he wants us to do and who he wants us to be through the oracles. Oracles are the shrines we use to worship, where the people known as priestesses through a deity is held to respond when consulted. They are very wise and speak from the gods. A temple was named after him. You can worship Jupiter on the Capitoline Hill. It's our most important sanctuary in Rome, and I personally go there all the time to worship because it is very peaceful and a beautiful place. It is also the center of political life. Official offerings are made here, treaties are signed, wars are declared, and generals and from the Roman army give thanks here. In this sanctuary, I met many famous Roman, and maybe you can even see me if you come here. The last goddess I'm going to talk to you about today is my personal favorite, Minerva, the goddess of wisdom. She's the daughter of Jupiter. She's also the goddess of arts and crafts, but particularly good at weaving. She helped defeat Medusa and put her head on her shield to turn her enemies to stone. The owl is her symbol. This symbolizes the wise man who is clear-sighted when others are blind. I hope you enjoyed this little refresher I gave on Roman mythology. I'm going to go back to my place at the studio now and get back to current news. I actually just decided to walk outside in Rome and make a call. I'll put it on speaker for you so you can hear my conversation. I'm going to talk to news reporter Johanna, who is out of town right now, and ask her the latest news report she's heard of.
Hello?
Hi Johanna, it's Anna. You're on speaker now so that the viewers at home watching can hear the latest news story you have to give.
Hi everyone. The latest genre of news I'm going to talk about is some of the new weapons and armor which our ancient Roman army is using. As you already know, our first weapons were based on the ancient Greeks and Etruscans, but now we are borrowing weapons from the Celtic people and from the Carthaginians. This is equitable because they have borrowed other things from us, so it's reasonable that we can borrow their designs of weapons. When fighting, our Roman troopers use mainly swords known as gladiuses, throwing spears known as pilums, and a sidearm in the form of a dagger called pugio, which has a wide and leaf-shaped blade. The Roman army does have, though, swords that are very disparate from each other. They are made of many different materials, are different sizes, and have different handles. The Roman gladius sword has a wooden pommel and handle with a handguard. The pommel and handguard have brass studs and a leather sheath on the sword. The blade is 30 inches long. The staged steel gladius sword has a 24-inch long blade and comes with blunt edges. The imperial general's sword is a stylish sword and is 39 inches long with a sheath. The Romans with these strong and harmful swords are very disconcerting towards their enemies. They upset their enemies and make them very scared. I bet the Roman army dissuades opposers away from attacking Rome and stops them from advancing forward.
Those weapons do sound scary. Are you going to tell us about the Roman armor too?
Of course, Anna. It's an anomaly that I can speak with you today since I'm on vacation, and it's a rare exception I have my phone, because usually I don't bring my phone with me. The average-sized people in Rome wear the lorsia segmenta, which is a breastplate and backplate. You had to pay extra for a helmet and a stand, though. The imperial Roman helm had a red plum and was worn by generals who needed head protection. It displayed strength and honor and was made out of brass. Finally, the imperial Roman centurion armor was worn by a select number of distinguished Roman officers who were originally in control of large legions of about 100 men. It could come with red plum, too.
Thank you for telling us about our army's weapons and armor. Now back to the news studio. Well, folks, that's all the time we have for today. I hope you think I wasn't too loquacious. People say I talk too much. I hope you enjoyed this newscast about Roman food, new medicine discoveries, gods and goddesses, and our two sponsors, the new Hercules play and the togas for the fashion world.